On the coastline, you can find the Japanese black pine, and in the interior, Japanese red pines grow widely. The black and red pines are classified within the same category of pine tree, but there are points of contrast between them. Japanese black pines are part of the nature symbolism embodied in Japanese culture. Even as far back as the 8th century, poetry had expressed the love of the Japanese people for this tree. It has held their love for quite a long time. It can live for 400 or even 500 years. Its colors do not change from season to season, a true evergreen. It is said the gods came from heaven and reside in the pine tree. The pine tree drawn on this No stage is a black pine. Among the pine tree bonsais, the black pine bonsai has a central role. These needles are beautifully arrayed and convey a very masculine image. Systems give a very clear impression of strength. The rough bark of the trunk tells you of its great age. This fudo has all the attractive features which a fine black pine bonsai can have. When you look at the material, you just have to think about how you will want to shape the tree in the future. In this tree's case, I will cultivate it into an upright form. One of the branches, which grows out from the trunk to the left or right, must be cut to leave just a single branch. I think if you use this material to make a crooked tree form, then that would be the best use of it. First, decide where the front of the tree will be, and then cut away unnecessary branches. The Japanese black pine tends to have branch intersections like the spokes of a wheel, or like a T-shape intersection, which we say is like a bolt on an old-style door. Also, the joints of these branches will be thicker, like lumps. Now I'll show you which branches need to be cut. First, cut some branches where the joint forms a lump.
抑えていかなきゃいけないという点はこの点に出ておりますね。だからこの点はなぜかというと、これでもってと肥満するから、ここをなるべく枝数をまず外しとく必要があるわけですね。でこの枝を切ります。そしてなるべくここを抑制しておくわけですね。
An important point regarding branch removal is to cut the strong branches and leave the weaker ones, and thereby arrange the shape of the tree. Also, leave the branches close to the trunk so that the shape tapers.
こうして抑制をしておくわけですね。 で、次も逐次いらないところを切ってみましょう。
This branch has also grown too long. If you consider the balance of this branch on the right, you need to control this one right now.
少し抑制をしておきます。次に1年でもうこれが
Now you must control this first branch from the bottom of the trunk.
まず必要でないところをこういうふうに位置を切って抑制をしております。以上でございます。It takes 20 days to 1 month for germination to take place and for a seedling to appear. Cut the taproot and put the plant in a pot, and thereby prepare it as bonsai material. The lower part has 3 or 4 branches left, which grow in different directions, and these branches make the trunk fatter. Start arranging these lower branches from about the 4th year. This tree's basic shape should be decided at about this time. Cut the lower branches and wire the branches which angle upward. Then decide the basic form of the tree. Now the shape of the tree is very much like a bonsai. The shape of the tree is indeed bonsai in character. The trunk has become fatter. The bark on the trunk is finally mature. Now it is almost a tree worthy of exhibiting for other people to enjoy. There is an old proverb which says that a pine tree pulled up in lunar calendar February will still send down roots from wherever it lies. Therefore, the best time for replanting pine trees is from the middle of March to the beginning of April. In the fall, it is from the middle to the end of September. 大体こんなので切ります。
A tree like this young tree needs to be replanted once every 2 years. You usually can't see the roots because they are hidden under the soil. Transplanting time is a good time to check the roots. Remove 1/3 of the old soil, and if the tree is young, cut half of the length of the roots away. The important thing to remember here is use sharp scissors and cut along a straight line across the root. Later, many small roots will grow out from these cuts. Japanese black pines have a very good root system, so think carefully about the root system and arrange the upper roots. This mixture of soil is for young trees. As it grows up, decrease the amount of sand and increase the amount of red soil. Over the drainage hole, place the insect netting and use aluminium wire to fix the tree in place. On the bottom of the pot, place the rough soil to make for good drainage. Gradually add soil of finer and finer quality from here to the top of the pot. Be sure to heap the soil higher in the middle of the pot, like a small mountain. Place the tree in the pot, and after you have a basic idea about where you want it, then push the tree slowly into the soil. After you have decided the position of the tree, then use the wire which comes up from the bottom of the pot to secure the tree. If the root is not fixed well, it won't develop very well. Please observe how to properly fasten the wire. Now you can add more soil.
どうぞ自由に回す結構ですよ。どうぞやり。
割と腰の高いやるんですよ。
Use chopsticks to tamp down the soil and settle it. Now tap the pot to settle the soil further. If the pot size is like this, the best way to water the plant after transplanting it is to put it in a bucket-like container. After transplanting, put the pot in a place which gets partial sunshine and shade. Don't add any fertilizer right away.